environment. Shout out to Global Woman.
What's going on, everybody out there in TV land, on YouTube and on Facebook Live? We come to you tonight to interrupt your regular scheduled program. Hey, y'all, we got a hot topic tonight. It's going to be fun. Tonight's topic going to be real fun. Hey, if you guys like that intro beat, that music, shout out to my boy C Merck. C Merck, thank you for the beat. Hey, that song is called Shirley Temple. You can go over to Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, wherever it's streaming, and catch my boy and support my boy C Merck for that beat. Hey, Facebook, we talk about this every week. Do me a huge favor. The link is right here in the comment section. Hit the link, shoot on over to YouTube, and catch us live on YouTube. All right? Hey, YouTube, talking to you. Hey, it's super easy too. Click that like button, that thumbs up, click the thumbs up, and then scroll your finger over, click the subscribe button, and don't forget to push the all so you can catch us when we live, all the notifications. So hit thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to share the video. Also, I pinned my Stop Playing Apparel company on Facebook and in the YouTube comments. Like I say every week, y'all, support starts at home. We got to support our own. So go ahead, click my link, check me out, and support your boy. All right? Thank you very much. Last but not least, if you like what we're doing and you want to donate to us, there's a QR code right on the screen. Scan the QR code. All monetary gifts are accepted. We thank you in advance, no matter if it's a big gift or a tiny gift. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. Also, if the QR code is not working, you can hit our cash tag. Our cash tag is $, Nutz, Nutz, Boltz, Boltz of life. Thank you again for your gifts. And with that being said, welcome to Nutz and Boltz of Life. I'm your host. I am from South Carolina, and I'm the CEO of Stop Playing Apparel.
I'm Sheena Nicole, and I'm from Chicago.
I'm Obi, and I'm from North Cackalack.
And I'm Kyra from California. Welcome to tonight's show.
Hey, y'all, it's just us tonight, y'all. Just us, so we're going to get real live. No guests tonight. It's just the four of us, and we're going to still keep it crafty. Tonight's topic was it's a little bit difficult for people to get on, but before I speak to that, hey, Obi, what's tonight's topic?
Kyra, I see you trying to show out, but that's okay. Tonight's topic is who cheats more, women or women? Because black men don't cheat. We don't cheat. We don't cheat. You can do all of that. We don't cheat. We don't cheat. We don't cheat. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Nah, the topic for real is who cheats more, women or men.
I'll just stay with you, brother. Who cheats more, women or women? Let's get into it. All right, so before we get into this topic, so I want to explain something, you guys. Once people that be on Facebook and these Facebook groups, I'm in this group called Charlotte, L-I-T at the end, play on words. But most times what I do is before we have a topic, I post it on my Facebook page just to get some buzz. Let's see what's going on. And it feels like with this topic, a lot of women got offended. And it's not meant for anybody to get offended about the topics. It's just things that we think of, things that's going on in this world. So we don't want to talk about it. But when I asked men who cheat more, when I put it up, the post up, most men was like either men or they said women. But the women seemed to me like they got offended. They was like, everybody cheats. Oh my God, why are we talking about this? And they just was going on a whole rant. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, first of all, everybody doesn't cheat. But why y'all so mad? Some people be the ones in these groups talking about who get better head and how you get to get head and all this other crazy stuff. And I don't say nothing because I'm like, okay, well, that's what Facebook's entertainment. But they get mad about this topic of who cheats more. It seemed like to me they got upset. So I don't know, but the topic is just to have fun with, okay? And also, y'all, I want to ask y'all a question. What do y'all think about this council culture thing they got going on? Like, what do y'all think about that? Do y'all like it? Do y'all dislike it? Like, oh, what you think about that?
I don't like it because a lot of times when people get canceled or they try to say cancel somebody, they lose money. A lot of these people are celebrities, that's out there living the lifestyle that they're living. I don't agree with it because you wouldn't want somebody to come and cancel the way you're living. So I'm against it. I don't even think it's fun.
Sheena Nicole, what you think about this council culture thing that's happening?
Yeah, I agree with Obi on that. I'm against it totally. Because like you said, that's some people bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? And y'all like legit just, basically like they canceling, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's cool. And it's not fair, So
Kyra, what you think about this council culture that I don't know who started, but it's like a trend, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of on the fence with it because sometimes I agree and sometimes I disagree. If you've done something currently that is like totally deplorable and shameable and it was intentional and it brought out like who you really are, then you should definitely be called to the carpet and people should know what is really going on or what you're really saying. But I think that the information being shared should be 100% of the information being shared. So if it's something that happened back in 1972, if someone made a racist comment, I think it's important to state like when the person made the comment, um, so that just all information and all the cards are on the table. So sometimes I think I can see it as being negative, but at the same time, it can be an accountability tool on what people are saying.
I like that. Like she be so detailed with it. I love it. So I think I don't like it because like Sheena said, this could be like livelihood and what happened to like freedom of speech. Um, I'm not saying we're nobody, but one day somebody might try to counsel us because of what one of our topics, and like if you don't like it, just like move on. Like why you think you have the power to say, hey, let's not mess with this person no more just because you didn't like what they said. I don't think that's fair to people nowadays that all of a sudden we have somebody started this and people don't like it. Now I get it if somebody's being racist or being a bigot or something like that, it's understandable. But if you just didn't like what somebody said and you get upset about it, then I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's right. I think that's unjust. And I think we have the power to eliminate that if we just don't do it. And we all band together the words like, no, we're not counseling that person from freedom of speech. Then I think we can eliminate those things. Hey guys, don't forget on Facebook, I'm sorry. There's a link right there to the YouTube. Come on over on YouTube and watch us live. So we're about to get into this topic. I need everybody in the comments, man. Come on, because I don't want to talk to these three people. I talked to them all enough. So I need y'all in the comments to talk in the comments with me. We're going to have a call-in line. I'm going to throw that call-in out in about 5 minutes. But come on, let's talk to us tonight. We're going to family discussion tonight. See, I got my bow tie on, looking good. Kyra got a shirt on good. Sheena got that vest looking right with them new first braids. Oh, look at those braids. Yeah.
Fresh braids.
Polo, Mr. Polo, man. So we out here looking good tonight, y'all. And it's just us. So flood the comments and let's get it going. First question. Is it true? Once a cheater, always a cheater? Kyra, let's go with you first. What you think? If it's true, once a cheater, you always a cheater?
Definitely not. I think for me personally, I have cheated in the past and I've learned things as time has went on and in the relationships that I've been in. And just because you did something once or a couple times doesn't mean that you're always going to do it. And so I've learned as I've gotten older to value relationships and to treat people in the relationships the way that I want to be treated. And then I've had more meaningful relationships as time has went on as well. And so to me, when you love someone, you're not trying to intentionally hurt them, and cheating can cause hurt. And if both people are cheating, you might as well not even be together and just be friends with benefits, or do or say whatever the title is. Because there are situations where both people are cheating and we have an open relationship. Stop being together. Bye. That's my thought.
Obi, I work on Obi because you got to look up the face. Obi always got something really good.
I'm a reformed cheater.
It's okay, Kyra.
That's funny,
Obi,
Kyra.
once a cheater, always a cheater. And do you agree with what Kyra even said?
That's a tough question to answer. Because I think once you cheat, you have the ability to cheat again. If you don't mature, if you don't learn something, I think you will repeat that. But I don't think it's true with everybody, because I think once you hurt somebody, or once you get hurt by somebody cheating on you, you don't want to go through that again. And as far as what Kyra said, I have a question for you, Kyra. What is a reformed cheater? What is that?
It's a person that has taken accountability for their actions in the past when they were younger, and have been made a new person for new relationships of greatness, and have been kind of on the straight and narrow in a way of having a healthy, happy, monotonous relationship with another person.
Okay. Does that mean you just cheated once and you learned the lesson? You learned the lesson and you didn't do it again, or you just cheated more than once?
Once, Ob. Okay.
I'm just asking. No. My bad. I'm not gonna ask you any more questions tonight.
But no, you can ask whatever you want. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Okay.
I have cheated more than one time in the past. I've also been cheated on more than one time in the past, and so I've been on both sides of the feelings and emotions and roller coaster. And just as life has went on, I think of relationships differently and don't want to cause that harm or do that damage to the other person. So it's, to me, now I look like, if I'm not happy in a relationship, I'm going to let you know I'm not happy, however it is, so that you have a chance to hear what I'm saying and how I feel. And if you choose to change, to work together to help me be happy, and I know happiness doesn't last forever, but then we can work together. If I'm not feeling heard, then we don't even need to be together. So it doesn't even need to get to the point of me cheating.
Okay.
I'll just leave the relationship.
Hey,
Thanks for your question.
Before we let Sheena Nicole speak up, I'm gonna sip my tea with my pinky finger up.
You did that already, bro. You look a bit nervous and
Later
scared.
on, we got some fire for Kyra, because Kyra's a cheater, y'all. Kyra is a cheater. Don't listen to what she says. She's a cheater. I'm gonna hear this. Oh, I'm about to get her later on, y'all. She's a cheater. No, I was kidding.
I cheated in the past. I'm a new woman.
Whatever, Kyra. Sheena Nicole, would you like to answer this question?
First off, y'all not gonna be coming for my girl, okay?
Thank you.
But I have been on both sides of the fence. I've cheated and I've got cheating on. However, I disagree with the fact that once a cheater, always a cheater, because I feel like that anybody can cheat. Yes, Obi, anybody can cheat. That is true. However, I feel like if it's the right person, and how much you value that person, you're not going to hurt them. You're not going to do anything to hurt them, because you don't want to see them crying. You don't want to see them angry, upset, none of that. So I feel like for the right person, then no, you wouldn't cheat.
Okay, got a question, Sheena.
Go ahead.
You said if it's for the right person. What if that person isn't the right person? You would cheat again?
No, if that person not the right person, then I'm gonna just be gone. I'm not gonna just sit up there and cheat on you like, okay, this person not the right person, so let me just dog him out real quick. Like, no, I'm gonna leave.
Have you always done it like that?
No, because of course I was younger, so no, I didn't really know no better. I didn't really care or none of that. But now, as a grown woman, of course, I know better, and I've learned from my experiences. So I'm definitely a different person now. So I would definitely approach that situation differently.
Okay, I got a question for you, Sheena, and actually Kara.
Okay.
When you guys cheated, was it just with one person or was it with more than one person? Because Kara, you said
Um,
something about an open relationship. I'm just asking, trying to get some context.
Okay, let's get some clarification. I never said I was part of an open relationship. I said people out in them streets be having open
Okay.
relationships. And if that's the case, like, why are they together in a relationship if it's not just with the two people, it's with everyone else under the sun?
Okay. I
Thank
misunderstood. I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
clarify myself. And then the second part of your question is I only cheated with a person with another person. I wasn't like a serial cheater in them streets cheating with multiple people at the same time.
yeah,
And then
same for
also,
me.
yeah, okay. And I have a question for Ed and Obi. Have y'all cheated before?
Hold on.
Y'all
Wait a
acting like
minute.
this right
Wait a
now.
minute.
I am
No.
the interviewer. I do the interviewing and asking the question. I'm about to fire everybody. No, I'm kidding.
And
What's your
I
I'm sorry.
oof,
I'm a professional.
I
It
gotta
just
Are
comes.
take
you?
So we
I gotta
gonna
take a break. I gotta take
hey
a
y'all,
break.
this is the crew of Nuts and Bolts. Tonight, I guess people was, I'm not gonna say afraid or maybe didn't like the topic. So tonight we have 0 guests. So just the crew of Nuts and Bolts. So we're gonna have fun. We're gonna be in them comic sets. I see it's already buzzing already. We're gonna have the phone lines open. Just join the conversation. We're gonna have fun tonight, y'all. I'm about to open the phone lines in about 5 minutes. So prepare for that. So Kyra, can you please oh, you ready? We can be professional. Answer the question again, Kyrie. What was it?
Yeah, you go
The
first. You go
question
first.
is, Mr. Bowtie and Mr. Polo,
Ooh,
have
wee.
either of you fine young men cheated before?
Yes, I have cheated multiple times.
Okay.
A lot, actually.
Serial cheater?
And at one point in my life, you can say that. But you also can say, was we really in a relationship? Because like I told the young lady last week, just because I didn't get you some a steak and we didn't slap bellies, rumbled in the jungle a little bit, does not necessarily mean you was my woman. And I think that both parties should make it clear what's going on. But I feel, my thoughts, that sometimes women think that just because we didn't talk on the phone a little bit, text a little bit, had sexual intercourse, and maybe had a dinner or two, that we go together. And that's not technically true if we didn't say that. So did I really cheat on you? Maybe not. So maybe I never cheated. Maybe I never cheated. It all depends on how you look at it. Did that answer
It
your question?
sounds like you did cheat because your answer was yes, and there may have been a little bit more there because you admitted to being a serial cheater. So clearly, y'all were on the same page and understanding there was something between the two of you and where you stepped out and cheated. Obi, what's your answer?
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
We're not doing that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, okay,
Mm-mm.
Like Bernie Mac said, long time ago, long time ago, long
So the answer is yes, you cheated, right? Okay.
after getting cheated on. Yes, after.
Body language says yes. Okay. So we have 4 cheaters hosting the show tonight.
Are we in court, Ed? I feel like I'm on trial. I feel like I'm on
So
trial.
technically, y'all, we have 3 cheaters and 1, we don't know what that was.
Oh,
Yeah,
one
and we have
serial
two.
cheater. I'm
Have
sorry.
two. Have two.
One serial.
All right, y'all. So, hey, we're talking about
Hmm?
Obi camera going out, y'all. I'm gonna talk about y'all tonight. Obi, where your
Come on.
camera? Your camera, Obi. Be professional. It's just us on here.
Yes.
All right, y'all. So we're talking about who cheats more, men or women. And so we just had a little dialogue just now. And we're gonna get into the next question. I don't know what's going on over there, but we're gonna get to the next one. If a man or a woman gets everything they want at home, I mean everything, will they still cheat if the opportunity presents itself?
Can I hit comments real quick before we answer that question?
Absolutely, go for it.
All righty. So a person said, I would say no. People can change. Like Obi said, once that cheater has been cheated, they understand how their actions affect their significant others. And then also someone stated, you cheated, Ed. You weren't clear. And then lastly, when I start relationships, I always give a disclaimer. If there is a point in our relationship where you feel I'm no longer the one or feel the need to try something new, do me a favor and let me go. I see you, Isha. I like that.
Period.
I'm gonna have to take that. I'm gonna take that disclaimer up. I hope it's not. Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
Okay, before I'm gonna let Kyra go first on this one. But when I read the comment, it just said you cheated. You weren't clear. It didn't say my name, so you can talk to anyone. Don't point me out, Miss Kyra. My name was not added to that comment. No, Kyra. So, what do you think? If somebody, not saying yourself, if somebody cheated, man or woman, and they get everything they can get at home, any and everything, but the opportunity presents itself, what you think, or have you in the past? Have you in the past, or you think someone would cheat?
Yeah, I think that people would cheat even though they have everything under the sun. Like, look at Beyonce and Jay-Z and several other different high-profile relationships, whether they're business transactions. Look at Jada and Will. There's been several places where you can have the most beautiful person and you're not satisfied. And I kind of feel like it is I know there are some good men out there and some loyal men out there. But I can say that with the ratio of women to men, I don't know what the exact statistics are. I feel like I've been told three things. I've been told many things, that there's 3 men to every 1 woman, also that there's 10 men to every 1 woman. But with the statistics, I think that men, it's easy for them to step out even though they have everything they need at home, because they are sometimes sexual beings and sometimes never satisfied. Not all, some men.
Have you ever had everything you wanted and cheated still? When you was a cheater, you said you're a cheater, did you have everything you wanted?
I didn't have everything I wanted. The relationship was lacking things, whether it's communication, emotional intelligence, being heard, listened to, understood, communicated to. There was something missing. There was a gap in the relationship that I sought another person to fill that gap. But now that I'm a changed woman, I'm no longer going down. I'm no longer traveling that road anymore.
All right, Obi.
Sounds good.
Go ahead, Obi.
It sounds good. If I'm getting everything I need at home, food, sex, I don't need anything else from anybody because I got everything I need. If all of my needs are being met, and it's only 2, why would I go looking at, Janice when I'm getting it from my baby? There's nothing you can do for me. Anything that I want from my boo, I'm going to ask her, hey, this is what I want. This is what I need. And I'm going to hope that she's intelligent enough and emotionally enough and mentally strong enough to say, hey, okay, let's do it. Or, hey, let's talk about it before we do it because I don't like doing that. And I'm not just talking about sex. I'm talking about her cooking like macaroni and cheese and collard greens and fried chicken. You know what I'm saying? I don't want, people to think that men just cheat because of sex, because that's not true, Kyra. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
What do men cheat for?
The same reasons why women cheat, because they're not getting something. We like conversation too. We like to talk. We like to go on walks. We like to go to the mall and to the movies and all of that too. If we're not getting that, we may, not me or Ed, but we may seek that in another woman. Don't do that, Kara, don't do that. Don't do that. Two great examples right here. Right here and there. Two great examples.
Ed is smiling like he cheated recently. I'm just saying. Sheena.
Wow.
I have a question, Obi.
Okay. I got an answer.
So, do you feel like some men cheat just to see if they still got it, or just because, like, yes, they may be getting sex at home, but the sex at home not enough? Do you really think that all men just cheat because they not receiving whatever they're not receiving at home?
All men don't cheat. But some men who may not be mature enough for the relationship situation they in, they may cheat, but not me. Because, like I said, whatever I need, want, desire, dream about, think about, if I can't come to you and talk to you about that, I don't need to be with you, and vice versa. I don't want you to be with me. If you can't tell me, hey, baby, I like going to get my knees and feet, my fingers and toes done. Can you go with me? You don't got to get yours done, but you can just sit in there. I'm gonna go with you. Um, but no. Go ahead.
I think, like Obi said earlier, I don't think black men cheat. I think they might get bored with somebody they might have been pulled up with, and then they just slid into something else. Because I heard the phrase that there's nothing better than sex than new sex. I've heard that phrase before. But I think when black men are in a relationship, then they don't cheat. Now, I don't know if y'all consider this cheating with white men when they go out to work and going to these strip clubs and spend all their money and doing God knows what they're doing, but they might be cheating. Especially I hear about the millionaires all the time. This, got the sad lady on the side, and the wife sometimes know about the sad lady, but she got everything. She got everything at home, so she like, I'll just let Johnny do what Johnny does because Johnny's still taking care of home. But I do believe, though, I just think that people do cheat when men do cheat if they get bored or if they just want some new stuff. But I just believe that sometimes they're not in that committed relationship in the first place.
Okay. So, what do you consider cheating?
So cheating, I'm gonna be real professional and give y'all a political answer. Cheating starts in the mind. When you first I hear people all the time. Cheating starts in the mind. When you love somebody and you see somebody that's not yours, you already start cheating with them. Some people can say that. I'm like, I think, okay, so be for real. I think that's more for women. I don't think cheating starts in the mind for a guy. I don't think we like we might look like, dang, shorty thick, and that's about it. But I think women might actually be having fantasies about this guy and this, that, and the third. And so I think for a guy, cheating is, maybe telephone conversations with somebody that's not your woman, dinner dates, of course, sex, sexing, text messages and stuff like that. So I think with a guy, that's when it starts. I just don't believe, because I never think I cheated in my mind first with somebody. And I think women do that more often because they're not getting what they need at home. So it starts with them mentally. I don't know. Kyrie, you looking crazy.
It starts for a woman mentally, but it doesn't start for a man mentally, almost like we have different brain matter makeup. I feel like when a man sees a woman, shorty that's thick, it's in the mind, and then that thought progresses, and it's like, maybe let me shoot my shot, and then let me get her phone number. And so now there's a conversation that could go into sexting or texting or dates or anything else. So I feel I challenge you on that, because both things start with a thought. It starts with stimulation, whether it's a visual stimulation of how that person looks, or it could be something that you heard, the way you heard someone's voice, and it stimulated you to be attracted or to want to get closer or learn more about that other person. So I think it's both for both people.
Hey, everybody. Right now, we're talking about who cheats more, men and women. And we diving a little deep on the question Sheena just brought up. Also, the phone lines are open. Call in. I got it ready. There's no hiccups tonight. The phone line is open. It is 704-891-9560. Again, the phone lines are open. It's 704-891-9560. Where Sheena, do you want to repost that question so the people can know what you said?
Yes, my question was, what do you consider cheating?
So we're talking about what we consider cheating. I said cheating for women starts in the mind. Kyra said no, for both parties it starts at the same place. So we're gonna see what OB has to think about this.
I think cheating starts in the mind also. When men see women, just because we see somebody that's thick, it don't mean we want to hit. It don't mean we lusting for them. We just find them attractive because we're physical beings. Women, most of the time you guys have to have conversations with men, and you have to mentally cheat first before you start physically cheating. I see you, Kyle. We're gonna come back to you. And that's just my opinion. Go ahead.
I just need some clarification because I heard you say this, that, and the other. So you said, I believe that it starts in the mind, but then you said for women, it's mental.
It's more mental. Yeah, you guys have to get to know men before you cheat. Like most men that do cheat, not me or Ed. I mean, we're trying to go straight physical. We're trying to go physical from the beginning.
But does it start in the men? Does it start in the mind for men and women? Yes or no?
Hey, hold on, Obi, before you answer that question. Hold on, Obi. Hey, Facebook is about to get real lax. These ladies are prepared tonight. They shocking me. They really prepared. Hey, I'm about to log off. If you want to hear the rest of this message, there is a link right there. Click the link. Come on over to YouTube and watch the rest of this message. It's about to get real hot. Kyra put Obi on a hot seat. So if y'all want to hear what Obi about to say, shoot on over to YouTube. It's a link right there. Click the link and come on over and catch us. All right. Peace out. Facebook Live. Obi, go ahead. You're on the hot seat, brother.
Oh, I don't mind being on the hot seat. Like I said earlier, men, we're physical. If we see somebody that we're physically attracted to, whether they got a body like Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, or even like Sanaa Lathan, we're looking at that, and our first thought is we want to hit. We don't have to have a conversation. We don't have to, hey, what's your name? What's your date of birth? What's your sign? We don't need to know all that because in the back of our minds, we just want to hit. Women, in my opinion, you guys want to get to know a guy, see if he's emotional, see if there's some type of connection, see what he does on the side, what his hobbies are, what kind of friends he has, how he treats his mom. Men don't care about that. We don't care about how you treat your dad. We don't care about the relationship you got your dad because all we want to do is hit. Go ahead, Sheena.
That's still mental, Obi, because you look at a female, you say, oh, she look good, da 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 da. You want to smash. Women,
That's
we
physical.
Look at a man like, dang, he look good. He tall, he handsome, whatever. And then we start talking to them. They both start mental.
We're looking at physical attributes. We're not trying to get inside your mind. We're trying to get inside your pants.
But we first look at physical attributes too, though.
And the question isn't if a person is trying to get in somebody's head. The question is, does cheating start in the mind with a thought? And through your last answer, you said the word thought and you said the word mind. And when you answered 2 questions ago, you said that, yes, it's the same for men and women. So as far as I'm concerned, I have mine.
It's physical. It's physical for men. It's physical.
Okay. So now you're switching up. Okay, guys.
No, I'm not switching up. No. Let's be clear. I'm not switching up. It's only mental if we want to be in a relationship with you. Or a situation.
Left-handed. No, he's right-handed. No, he's left-handed. Ed, what were you going to say?
So first, y'all ain't gonna jump on Obi like that, but we gonna move on to the next question. Y'all kind of, we're not gonna do that tonight. People jump on my boy Obi or Ed.
I'm just stating the facts.
We're going to jumping, not you, ladies. Oh, we got a call in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what the call in is. Hello, you're live on Nutz Boltz. What you got to say?
Hi, I have a question as well as a comment. So, Kyra and Sheena had made a comment, and they said that people don't cheat on the people that they love, even when they have a good thing at home. However, I like to oppose that. So now they went back and said that sometimes people do cheat on the loved ones. And we know that people cheat on their husbands and spouses of 15, 20, 25 years. So I find that to be a false statement. Also, I like to say that sometimes people cheat just because of the excitement of the thrill and the opportunity. Would you agree with that?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
Thank you, caller. Thank you.
But for me, I just want to piggyback on that.
Oh, okay.
I want to piggyback on that. For the excitement, that part, I think you can have that same excitement with your spouse or significant other. If you can sleep with somebody like during your lunchtime at work, you can do that with your spouse or your girl. Hey, come on, let's have a quickie or let's do this. You know, go ahead, Sheena.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Kyra.
So what happens if your spouse is not into that though? Then what?
If you have a great relationship with them, you can talk them into it. Or maybe she or he ain't the one for you.
I challenge.
You said if your spouse not into quickies?
Yeah, like popping up at the job, let's get something. Yeah, like public quickies. Yes, because that is a public quickie. You outside the job, yes, that's a public quickie. So if your spouse not into that type of excitement, do you go elsewhere to look for that excitement? Or
Sheena, that's something that Ed like, but that's something that you don't like. Yeah, I think Ed needs to move in another direction. Because he's gonna get bored with you sexually after a while. And he's gonna cheat.
Can I say this? Then I still want Kyra and Sheena to answer the caller's question. So I believe, Obi, you can back me up, maybe ladies too, that in the beginning, you'll see if she or he is into that stuff in the beginning. Because when you're dating, you might do some quickies. So you kind of know that already in the beginning if they into that or not. So therefore, you might move or to another partner before y'all even get into a real committed relationship. Because you're like, well, she ain't or he ain't. Or you use freaky enough for me, or what's the word? Exciting enough for me. Or I can't think of the word right now.
Spontaneous enough.
That's the word. Spontaneous enough for me. I think you'll find that at the beginning. But before Kyra and Sheena answer this question, Obi, what's in the comment section?
We got a comment that says cheating is extremely different for men and women. It's physical for men usually and emotional for women usually. We're wired differently. Got another comment that says emotional and physical. And the last comment we have says women can go straight physical too. If I want to cheat, I'm not concerned about all that other stuff. She a little player, a little pimp.
Okay. We got fucking cheaters out there tonight. All right. Hey, Kyra, do you want to answer the caller's question or make a statement about what the caller said?
Yeah, from what my short-term memory isn't the best, but I remember saying that now that I'm older, I value relationships more, and therefore I personally wouldn't cheat on the person. I would just let them know the relationship isn't up to par, and then I would leave the relationship. But in the past, I have cheated, and I said that some people that do love each other, like Jay-Z and Beyonce and other high-profile relationships, have everything, the love, the house, the kids, the clothing line, and all the money in the bank, and they still cheat because some people just aren't satisfied. And I just want to touch on what the person said in the comment to add clarity because she said that women can go straight to physical. She didn't say that she is cheating. She just made a blanket statement that as men can be physical beings, women can also be physical beings. She didn't say I'm going to cheat and just make it physical. Let's call a
But
spade a spade.
she had two sentences. The first sentence was women can go straight physical too.
Mm-hmm.
The second sentence said if I want to cheat, presuming that she wants to, I'm not concerned about, she ain't concerned about nothing else. She's just gonna cheat.
I'm not calling you a cheater, Tammy. I'm just saying.
I'm not calling you a cheater, Tammy.
You just did.
That's the second sentence. The second sentence.
Okay.
Sheena Nicole, do you want to chime in what the caller said?
It's
been a long night with Obi and Kyrie.
I do believe that the person that you love, yes, you still can cheat on them. I do remember me saying that some people do cheat because like they just want to see if they still got it. Like a lot of people do that, you know. So I do believe that the person that you love or, you know, is even married to or whatnot, yes, you can still cheat on them and they will still get cheated on. That's very true.
And I just wanted to quickly address what Obi had said, that like it sounds good, and in a perfect kumbaya world, yes, if you wanted to experiment with different things, it could be food, it could be vacations, it could be different intimate things, and you wanted to try something new and your partner was down to try it too, or to go someplace new, or to cook something new, yeah, that sounds nice in a perfect world. But the reality is a lot of relationships are not like that, and that other partner isn't interested in cooking something new or going something new or experiencing something new in intimacy. Therefore, a person has a gap in a relationship because they have a want or a desire to do something else, and that person isn't willing to go along for the ride. Therefore, the person that cheats goes to get that satisfaction from someone else that is willing to go to that new restaurant or to that new vacation spot or to experience that difference in intimacy.
All right, and y'all, we're gonna move on to the next topic or question. Hey, so we again we're talking about who cheats more, and I don't want to hear everybody say everybody cheats, because everybody don't cheat and everybody don't cheat equally. So let's stop that tonight. Also, we have a call-in number. If you want to call in, the lines are getting hot. I see them buzzing. Call in right now. The number is 704-891-9560. Also, I forgot to mention this, guys. So for every time we hit a 200 mark, we're going to be giving a little token array. So we're going to be going into the comments and we're going to be seeing our producers in the background is going to pick a random person, and we're going to be sending you guys a little token of appreciation every time we hit 200 subscribers. So right now we're at about 70. So when we hit 200, we're going to give a gift away, 400, etc., for every 200 milestone. So make sure you have your family, your friends, come on over, subscribe, and be in the chat. We're not going to just think off the top of our head. You have to be in the chat on that day when we hit that 200 milestone, and then we're going to pick a random person and send you a nice gift. All right? So thank you all for coming on and watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. It's the thumbs up. Hit the like button. Right now it's about 20 people watching, so we should have 20 likes right now. So I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to say this real slow. Go right now. Hit the like button. Hit the like button for us, y'all. Subscribe and share. All right. So I'm going to go with Obi first this time. Do birds of a feather flock together?
Oh, yes. I know that firsthand. I won't say how, but yeah, you get one cheater in a group, that cheater is going to probably influence everybody else to cheat. I know that firsthand, personal experience, and it's not from a guy or a man. Don't look like that, Kara. Yeah, I know one cheater that caused 4 or 5 other people to cheat. Yes, I agree with that.
Sheena, the call before you get ready to speak. Make sure you're ready. And then after you say what everyone say, Sheena, I want you to answer the question as well. Go ahead.
I just want to say, Obi, who hurt you? Who hurt you? Okay, let me know. Okay, because
Hey, stop coming for me. I'm just saying.
no, that
I know from firsthand experience. I could be talking about somebody else. I could be talking about Ed.
Could be.
okay. To answer that question, Ed, no, that is not true. That's like saying if I'm not saying that this is true. Let's say if all my friends is hoes, right? That means that I'm a hoe too. That's not true. I have a mind of my own, and I think for myself. Nobody can nobody can persuade me to do anything that I do not want to do. Let's just start there. So if I don't want to cheat on my boyfriend, then I'm not gonna cheat. And you can't persuade me to cheat just because you out here cheating and living your best life, and I'm looking like, oh girl, look fun. Mm-mm. Nope, I would not. Go ahead, Ed. I'm sorry.
What about that song that says, she's a hoe, you's a hoe, don't you want to beat? No, I was kidding. But Sheena know about that song. She heard it before. But not for real though. So you don't think if a bunch of people are out, females or a bunch of guys are out hanging out, and another group of ladies or another group of guys, and they all, everybody drinking, they come over. You don't think like, hey, one person might like, hey man, we're just out here having fun. We're just out having fun. That's still cheating, right? Just out there having fun. So if you over there engaging and you over there whispering in her ear, and you might exchange a number, but I'm just out here having fun. I'm gonna throw the number away later. I'm gonna delete it later. That's still cheating, right?
But why would you do that though? Like just because you see them doing it, why would you be like, oh yeah, just having fun? Let me get her number. Like, why would you do that in the first place?
No, I'm saying like I've seen situations where it be a group of guys that might see a group of ladies, or a group of ladies that might see a group of guys, and they just intermingle with each other. And drinks is happening, shots are throwing back, and everybody just talking and getting to know each other a little bit better. And so it's like, well, my boy's single, another boy's single. I'm in a relationship, or same thing with women. And then like, let everybody is exchanging numbers and that grinding and all kind of stuff.
Once again, you should have a mind of your own. Like if you in a relationship, you should respect that relationship, regardless if you're with people who are single or people who are with people who are in relationships. Be respectful. It's not that hard.
I don't like you, Sheena. I'm just joking. Kyra, what you think about that? Do birds of a feather flock together?
No, and I'm not quite sure. Both of y'all are in North Carolina. So, or both of y'all are in the Carolinas. So maybe things are different out there, or maybe your circle of influence is different. But I'm in my 40s, and a grown adult, and what they decide to do in a relationship and with their bodies, emotionally, physically, that is their business, and they're not going to influence what I do. I have a friend, and she is a committed person when she's in a relationship, but she has someone that is her friend, and that person has an open relationship. Does that mean that friend one is going to have an open relationship? No, because she's not about that life, and that's not what is valuable to her. It's not like we're in 1980s and I'm at the playground and there's peer pressure happening. For me, I'm a grown woman, and nobody cheating on their person is going to sway me, or I'm not going to be peer pressured to cheat on the person that I'm in a committed relationship with. And I believe that there can be people throwing back drinks and shots and different things like that. There's self-control. And if you're about your relationship, you're able to communicate, I have someone, I'm in a relationship, and you're able to draw and establish that boundary, and you respect the boundary of the relationship yourself and bring other people to respect your relationship as well. There's something in the water where y'all live at.
So can I say this? That's not actually true about Carolina. I actually see more faithful people in Carolinas than I did in Chicago. I'm just gonna say it like that. Not trying to respect where I'm from, but I've seen more faithful people in the Carolinas and married with families and all that good stuff here than I did when I was living in Illinois. So that statement is not false about the water. Go ahead, Obi.
And I know for a fact ain't nothing but cheaters in California, and I'm gonna just leave that there.
Do you have data statistics? Because
Oh, I can
someone
pull it
did
up.
ask
pull it
about your
up.
statistics in the comment, Ed.
So I do have
Give me 2
something
minutes.
about cheaters. 70%. Who y'all think cheat the more, men or women?
I think it's equal, but
I think it's women.
slanted to men.
I think it's men, unfortunately, but women get away with it because they're sneakier and more conniving.
So 70% of women cheats.
I can see that.
But
What percent of men cheat?
but men get caught way more than women.
There you go.
What percent of men cheat?
Because men are stupid. No.
So you said that 70% of women cheat. So my question is, what percentage of men cheat? Do you have the statistics for that?
That's a good question.
Because you can't say 70% of women cheat, and it could be that 90% of men cheat. So tell me the numbers, Ed. What percentage of men cheat?
Trying to look at. Don't question the.
He got to look it up, Kyrie. We got to get him some time. Hold on.
I'm sorry. Wrong numbers. So 52% of women cheat and 48% of men cheat.
Okay.
Okay, so a 4% difference.
It's the difference. Kyra, what's going on in the comments? Jennifer Parks, got my stuff.
Mm-hmm. People were questioning your statistics, so thank you for sharing that. A great woman would never regularly hang out with a bunch of hoes. I'm agreeing with that because I am a great woman. Person said no. However, that person has a circle of friends that are on cheaters. That one person would most likely be guilty by association. Wow. And then there's a question in the chat. If a lady knows her best friend's husband is cheating, would they or should they tell their friend?
Ooh. Read that one more time, please.
If a lady knows her best friend's husband is cheating, would they or should they tell the friend? And I'll answer that question first. Me and my dad have had similar conversations. And if I was being cheated on, my dad would not say anything to me. I would just be a cheated on great woman. And I know, right? It's not necessary. I think I wouldn't say anything because sometimes people have to find out from themselves. I might try to guide them. But I don't think it's my place, especially like if you see someone or see him out with someone, you can mistake and think that that's someone he's cheating on, but it's his coworker or it's his cousin or a family member. And so those are just really muddy waters that you can find yourself in and then you can, yeah, I wouldn't say anything.
Shane, before you go, let's open this question up for me and Obi too. We're gonna open up for everybody. So basically we're saying if your best friend, right? What's best friend? Do y'all want let's just do best friend and let's just do friends. A friend
Okay.
in general. If they know they're cheating, should you tell that friend? Go ahead, Sheena. And then Obi go to
Um, so I was actually in that type of a situation before. I was out. Um, and I was out with someone, and we both knew the person. So as we were leaving, they were like, "Hey, ain't that so and so?" And I was like, "It sure is, but that ain't so and so." So and I didn't say anything. This person was the one that stopped and was like, "Yeah, what up, woo, woo." And I'm like, I'm just sitting here quiet, and I'm looking at her, and she is quiet as a mouse. She ain't say no, hey, he ain't introduced her, nothing. And I'm just like, okay. And so I don't know. That was kind of a red flag to me, but I did not say anything because no, I did not feel like it was my place. Because a lot of women, especially, like, they may feel like, okay, you telling me this because you want him or whatever. Like a lot of women take offense to things of that nature, and they may not listen, or they may not take that advice or anything like that. So I didn't say anything, but eventually down the line, she had found out that he was cheating on her anyway. So
I'm not saying nothing. It's not, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm not messy. I'm not catty.
mhm.
If you should be handling your business at home. If you're not, I don't want nothing to do with it. Hey, I love Ed to death. Ed's my boy. If I saw Ed's girl out there, I'm not going to assume nothing, because again, ain't none of my business. I would hope that it's just like a colleague from work, maybe an old high school friend that she married, he married, and they just really truly having lunch. But other than that, ain't none of my business because I'm not a tattletale, I'm not a snitch, and I'm not catty, and I'm not messy.
go ahead,
Great,
Kyra.
Howard.
I just wanted to add that I know that the question posed was husband, but it could be easily switched with the person that they're in a committed relationship with. And I've had friends that were in committed relationships that knew their person was cheating on them, and they chose to stay in the relationship. So what do I look like telling them from the outside that so and so is cheating on you because you knew from the inside so and so was cheating on you and you chose to stay?
Mhm.
So
That's
I'm gonna
true
value
too.
my friendship and be there for the person through good, bad, and the ugly, thick and thin, and just stay there with them.
And for me, I think, okay, so if I'm ever when I'm in my next relationship, if someone cheats on me, please let me know. Obi, Kyra, Sheena, and whoever else in the chat. I want to know. Don't be let me out here to be getting cheated on. Don't do that and say it's not your business. No, if you see her cheating, if you see her grab a cup and he grab a cup at the same time, let me know. I want to know. I want to be out here getting cheated on. Let me know. But
Okay,
for
Joe.
me, um, I'm kind of on the fence like Obi. If I'm saying my best friend getting cheated on, I'm gonna do some research and make sure I see what I'm seeing. Because like Obi said, it could be a coffee, a work situation, or it could be anything. I don't know what's really going on, so I need to do some research myself because this is my best friend. The regular friend, oh well, hey, that ain't my business because, like Kyra said too, you get involved. Just like if somebody out there fighting, you see a man and woman fighting, you get involved. Both parties can turn on you. And I actually seen that happen before, and it wasn't okay. So the story was me and my cousin Kelly was play fighting when we was kids, when we was teenagers, play fighting outside, just playing around in front of the church. And then a man, then I think Jennifer, my cousin Jennifer jumped in, and then a man stopped and was like, "Hey, get off them girls!" And he didn't know that we all was cousins and we about to whoop him. So it's the same situation. You might not want to get involved because now your friend might be mad at you, think you're hating and all that stuff. But best friend, I think that's a little bit different because I don't want my best friend after getting cheated. But I would do my homework. And again, somebody cheat on me, let me know. But make sure I'm in a relationship with her because we might not be in a relationship together. Make sure that that's actually my woman. Go ahead, Sheena. Here's your finger up.
I get around.
You actually answered my question. I was gonna say, how would you approach that situation if someone came to you and was like, "Hey, I seen so and so with this dude," and but you answered my question already. So,
Hey, Kyle, what they saying in the chat? But before you read the chats, hey y'all, again, we have a phone line. Call in. We want to hear y'all tonight. This is just a crew of Nuts and Bolts. We have no guests. This is just a crew. So we want to really hear from you guys tonight on this subject. The call-in number is 704-891-9560. We really want to hear from you because we can sit on here and talk all night. It's the crew, but we want to hear from you guys. So call in, hit the chat. Kyra about to read chats in a second, but call in and don't forget to hit the like button. Our likes be so down, but the content is so great. I hear so much great feedback from it, but the likes need to increase for me. Please, for your boy, like it, subscribe, and send this message to somebody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kyra, what's going on in the chat?
Men get caught because women investigate. Men hardly ever investigate women. Most men fall back if he finds out if his woman is cheating. Another person said, I had a friend tell me they seen my boyfriend cheating on me. However, they didn't tell me until after I broke up with him, which I was okay with them not telling me sooner. And I know we heard the phone ringing. Last person said, take a picture, tell me, and I'll decide what to do.
Oh, that's oh man, we're gonna dive into some of those in a second. We got a caller on the line. Caller, let us know what's going on. Talk to us, caller.
Yes, sir. I have to say, the ladies, I think, are embellishing a little bit, but because if you are a good lady, you will not hang out with a bunch of loose ladies. You would get feedback from the guy you're with. And like one of your people in the chat said, you would also be guilty by association.
Can you repeat that one more time? Can you repeat that one more time, caller?
He closed his eyes.
The good ladies will never hang out with a bunch of loose ladies. One person in the chat said they would be guilty by association, and certainly their partners would not approve of that.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much. Before we
have mixed feelings because
I'm sorry. We get into the chat. What do y'all think about that? And our Kyra about to go. She about to go. So Sheena, Kyra, and ladies that's in the chat, process what this caller just said and let me know what you think about that. Go ahead, Kyra.
I hear what the caller said, but if Betty Sue is loosey goosey, that has nothing to do with my relationship at home with the man that I am committed to. So I don't feel that I'm guilty by association. At the same time, I'm not going to be putting myself in situations where I'm hanging with a bunch of unfaithful people because they could put you in different situations. I would be able to stand up for myself in my relationship because I can set a boundary and not give out my phone number or not text a person. So I think it definitely depends on the person. But I can agree to an extent, like, I don't need to hang around a bunch of people that are not faithful because that's not the life that I'm about. But I know people that I hang out with, that I've went to dinner with or went on vacation with, a group of women, and they have an agreement in their marriage where they have an open marriage.
Sheena Nicole, what you think about what the caller said? Let's see what you guys say, Sheena Nicole. Then we'll go to the phone line.
Um, so I think that my example kind of like ruffled some conversation, but let me just be clear. None of my friends are hoes, okay? All of my friends are in committed relationships and are married. They don't cheat or anything like that. But I do believe if I was to have friends like that, then yes, I would be guilty by association depending on the situation, because some people on the outside looking in may be like, okay, well, they out here looking like this, then she must be the same way. And then that can get very, very messy, very, very fast. So yes, I do believe that sometimes, depending on the situation, it can be guilty by association, depending on the situation.
Oh, we lost the caller. Hey, caller, can you call back in? I'm sorry, caller, can you call back in for us? When Sheena was give her answer, we lost the caller. So caller, please call back in. Please call back in. The caller number is 704-891-9560. All right. Caller, you are on the line. What you got to say?
Hello, everyone. I just want to say I kind of disagree with the last caller, and I am in agreement with Sheena and Kyra in a way that I'm a person, since I've been an adult, I don't, or at all, I choose not to drink. I'm not a drinker. However, most of my friends drink. But since they've known me, they know what I value and they know my stance. And so from the very first time when I told them that I didn't drink, they don't offer me a drink. If we're out together and someone offers me a drink, they'll say before, oh, she doesn't drink. She okay. She's good. So I just say all of that to say drink, loosey-goosey, or not, if you have friends who value your stance, then they're not trying to make you do anything, and people do what they want to do. No one can be made to do anything. And then on the flip side of that, when I was a few years younger and I was not married, and I had a friend who was married, her husband didn't even know me, but he didn't like me just off the fact that I wasn't married. But we were good friends. Mm-hmm. And he didn't know a thing about me. But he didn't know that I honored their marriage. But all because I was single, he jumped to conclusions about me. And I just think that you just should take people on an individual basis. Thank you.
Thank you, caller.
I appreciate that analogy.
Yes, thank you.
But can I say this about the caller though? Can I say this? So I think what I mentioned earlier was if you're hanging with a woman on the street, you might get judged the same way. So I was wondering in my head as the caller was talking, if let's just say all her friends are drunk and then she's laughing because of a good joke, wouldn't she still get labeled even though she's not drunk or have not took a sip? Some people still feel that she might be drunk even though they don't really know. What do y'all think about that? Like everybody's in the group drinking, right? Everybody in the group getting a little drunk, but one person don't drink at all, but they just laughing, having a good time with their soda. Would they still get labeled by somebody looking from afar? Is that the same thing as hanging with a woman that's loose?
To me, it doesn't matter what somebody else labeled me. I know what I am and I know what I'm not. I know if I'm cheating, I know if I'm not. And I know if I'm in a committed relationship and faithful or if I'm not. So a person from the outside looking in that doesn't know me from Adam, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
The phone lines again, y'all, is going up. I'm sorry. Y'all been calling when somebody's on the calling in, somebody else calling in. So keep calling in, y'all. I don't want to hang up on nobody and click over the answer, but keep calling in, y'all. Keep calling in. I apologize. But we're answering the calls as quick as we can. Keep calling in. And caller, that was a good question. I understand that, and I get that what you said. and that doesn't label you, and you don't have to be that way. I just wonder if people would look at you that way, or like somebody smoking. Like I never smoked weed a day in my life, but somebody smoking around me with somebody like you smoke weed too? Like no, I don't. That's what they do. I don't do it. Unfortunately, none of my friends smoke weed, so that's a good thing. But I understand that completely. So we're gonna move on. Thank you, caller. That was a good analogy. I really appreciate that. So next question. Is there a greater chance of infidelity if a married man or woman hang out with single friends? Often. Not just once, twice, like often. They doing girls' night or guys' night often. And they're married, but all the buddies might not be. Is it a greater chance? Not saying that it would happen, but if it's a greater chance that infidelity might happen if they hanging out with single people often.
I would say yes. I would say yes. And I only say yes because like-minded people hang out with like-minded people. Me personally, I wouldn't want my spouse or significant other to hang out with single women because single women, they're out looking for men or they're out trying to be found by men. And I see you looking at me, Kara. Yeah, but that's just my opinion because I've seen situations where married people hang out with single people and then married people start acting like they're single because they're hanging out with single people. I don't want that type of situation in my relationship. So I would be against it. I'm not going to bar you or say you can't hang out with, Sheena or Kara anymore because they're single and you're in a relationship. I would just express my feelings. I don't like it because you're hanging out with somebody that doesn't have the same mindset that you have, possibly, and your mind could become corrupt because of what they do.
But you just said two different things. You said you don't want your woman hanging around single friends, and then you said that it just sounded like you contradicted yourself.
No. I wouldn't want my spouse or significant other hanging out with single women because they don't have anything in common.
Oh, that's what it was. You said,
yeah.
But it's not like I'm banning her or barring
I wouldn't
her.
ban her, but I would express my displeasure in it for real, for sure.
What's the difference?
I don't want you hanging around her.
But what's the difference between a ban and a bar and saying you don't want it? It's the same.
There's no difference. I don't want you hanging out with Sheena because she's single and you're not.
There's no difference.
I don't want you hanging out with Sheena because she's single and you're not.
Go ahead, Sheena. Go. You hit your finger up.
So I don't know. Again, like I hear you, Obi, but I still feel like I have a mind of my own. Nobody can persuade me to do anything that I do not want to do. And then the fact that you said that you wouldn't want your woman hanging out with single women because they don't have anything in common. So you think that they don't have anything in common just because she's in a relationship and then she's single?
I'm thinking long term, not short term. Like, I'll give you guys a quick example. I know, Ed, you had a comment, but like Ed, when Ed said he was just hanging out with people, he was just hanging out, having fun, just trying to see what it is. If I'm in a relationship with like you, Kyra, you may not like me hanging out with Ed because Ed just having fun. He's just kicking it. If Ed's kicking it, but that's my boy, I'm pretty sure you're going to be in your feelings about me hanging out with Ed because Ed could be the type of person that says, hey, come on, man, just come hang out. Just one of her girls coming or 2 or 3 of her girls coming. You may feel uncomfortable with me hanging out with Ed. You may not. I'm just speaking my truth. You can't hang out with Sheena.
And remember what I said. Is it a greater chance if they're hanging out often? Like when I first got out of my relationship, one of my boys went out with me one time, but we weren't going out often because his wife wasn't gonna let him hang out with a single guy often. So that's the part y'all missing in this whole scenario. Like, yeah, you can. Now I don't know if they don't have nothing in common, but I won't want my woman hanging out with a single woman often. Every blue moon, whatever. But like a couple of times a month, and then especially if you know this woman, like you said with me, I'm out here just enjoying life. So so you coming out with me often, I'll make sure you're enjoying life too. And not to disrespect your marriage or partnership, but like I wouldn't even ask my friends that's married to come out with me often. Like we literally went out one time once, and then we went out one time like 2 months later. Caller, you are on the line. What do you have to say, caller?
I have a question. The two ladies, are you guys single or married? Because I agree with Obi. There is no way that my married husband is going to hang out with a bunch of single guys. He should actually feel like a fifth wheel if he's hanging out regularly with somebody that's single. That's why most times married people hang out with married people. So I would like to ask the ladies who think that it's okay if they're married.
Thank you,
I'm
caller.
single.
So, ladies,
I'm
what do you
also-
think about what the caller said?
So I'm single,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to be clear. I'm not gonna like have control. I might have thoughts of if I was married, of what my husband does or who he hangs out with. But I don't think that because a person hangs out or plays golf or goes bowling or goes to game night with his friends that are single, I don't think that they should stop their friendship or that they should excommunicate each other and that they can never hang out again. And I would trust the person that I'm in a relationship with, that they know what to do and know how to handle themselves. Just like if I was married and I have friends that are single, my single friends would know that I'm married. And I don't know what you all's definitions of going out is or what y'all do with your friends. When I'm with my friends, we're like going to dinner. We might do a paint and sip, going wine tasting, different things like that. We're not like at strip clubs or at the club or different things like that. We might go to a lounge or something, but I'm not going speed dating with my friends. So maybe it's different on how I move or who I move with. And I have different relationships with and different people that do have some people that are married and some people that are single. And as women, we still get together and do different things together. If it's miniature golf or going to do something, we have a group and we hang out. And
So, again, the word is often. And then Kobe gonna read the comments in the section after Sheena go. So, do you go to? I get it, sipping paint and a little dinner. I get that, but you said lounge. Would you go out with your single friends often to a lounge?
I don't go out often, period. So I guess it depends on your definition. If it's 3 times a month, no, I'm not going to lounges 3 times a month. Will I go to get something to eat like 2 or 3 times a month to dinner or lunch or brunch? Yeah.
Sheena Nicole?
So I have my best friend is married, and I'm single. We occasionally go out to lounges. However, like she still like respects her husband and all of that. I don't try to persuade her to do any type of single actions or anything like that. But other than that, we are like at each other's houses just chilling. So yeah, we don't go out often, like to clubs and all of that. The most we would do is a lounge, and that's maybe like, don't do that, Ed. Don't do that. And that's maybe once or twice a month. And I'm being honest completely.
Obi, you had your finger up, and then after you respond, Obi, can you read the chat?
Okay. Real quick, Sheena, the key word is often. You said occasionally. Once or twice a month is a lot. Once or twice a month is a lot. That's a lot.
Once or twice a month is not often. I can see if it was every weekend. That's often to me.
I can guarantee you, if you have a conversation with her husband, he probably don't like his spouse hanging out with a single woman like that.
He don't care. We've had these conversations. Me and him are actually, we cool.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna hit the comment section real quick.
I saw Ed just lean in. I'm just gonna say that body language. That's all.
All right. Somebody stated that they highly disagree with me. That's just because she's single doesn't mean she has a mindset of someone that wants to be in a committed relationship or marriage. Um, Another person said not liking and not allowing a different. I might not like an action, but I'm not necessarily going to stop it. Um, and as far as the question goes, not necessarily. Depends on the content of the person in that relationship. Um, Another person disagreed with me. She said just because a female is single, that doesn't mean she does not have or believe in the same values of a committed woman. Um, Another person in the comment section says people are single for a reason. You don't have a mix of friends. Kind of confused on that statement. Um, a guy in the comment section says that's facts about smoking. My girl, or definitely not my wife, will not be hanging out regularly with single women. I agree with that. Another person in the comment said, "Obi, stop it." Another person in the comment says, I'm married and I have both married and single friends. How are you so reckless with that statement? Single women are not all looking for a man. And nobody ever said that. I'm talking
You
about the
did.
men. No. I'm talking about the men in the club looking for single women to be at the bar buying women drinks.
I'm just saying you made the
Um,
statement, and that's what they made the statement about.
okay. And then Isha said, what do you consider often? I think that's a good question for Ed to answer. Um, Somebody said we sound insecure, often, frequent, whatever. That's crazy. That's your opinion. Um, Another person in the comments says before a couple agrees to be committed, you know the circle of friends, which is true. You should.
Mhm.
Um, the last person says no insecurities here at all. Married men or women should not be hanging out often with single folks. Totally agree. Go ahead, Ed.
So whoever said that cure often frequent or whatever, let your man hang out with me 3 times a month. I'm single. I'm out here
Hey,
chilling. Let your man come hang with me three
once a month.
times a month.
Once a month.
And you know what's in the water out there.
That's what I mean by often. I meant like it's 4 weekends in a month. So they hanging out 3 of the 4 often. And we going to I'm going to the phone line in a second. But if your man hanging out with me 3 or 4 times a month, not good for him. Caller, you on the line. What's going on?
I am back, and y'all are killing me tonight. Obi, oh my goodness. Okay, but the last caller, I'll just say this, and I know, we're all going from everybody's personal experience. I'm married. My husband has friends that he has been friends with since childhood. Most of them are single.
Mhm.
And I know them. When my husband goes out, he doesn't go out. Well, I don't know what you all would call it often, but he goes to work, he goes to school, and he has me, and we have a child. So when he does go out, he goes out with his single friends, and I honestly don't care. At this point in my life, my trust is with him, my relationship is with him, and not them. If he is going to do anything to disrespect the vows that he took, then that's on him. That's between him and God. And I can't blame them for what it is that he decides to do because he is an individual. And so since I know this, that gives me peace. And if he doesn't do what he's supposed to do, I'll find out and the chips will fall where they may and we'll deal with it however. But at the end of the day, he's an individual. And whatever he's going to do regardless of being around his single friends or not. Thank you.
Hey, caller, real quick, caller. I want to ask you one question. Like, how many times do you think he go out with his single friends a month?
Maybe about 3-4 times, maybe. And one of them is family. So
That don't count.
I mean, I don't know if you call that often, but he doesn't have a he doesn't have a lifestyle where he can go out every night. That's just, I mean, he's a working man, you know, and he's going to school. So, you know, he doesn't have a whole lot of time to be going out. But when he does go out, he goes out with his single friends.
And one more question for the caller, since you want to call back in. It's a difference when like a guy's going to play basketball, going to lifting weights, or going out. So can you define the difference? Or when he goes out, is he going out to like a lounge, gonna smoke a cigar or something? Or is he going to like to the gym or something?
No, he going out wherever they going. If they're going to watch a game, or if one of them has a restaurant, and so he goes out, and they, you know, there are people, they have little events and stuff, and he goes with them and all of that. I mean, he goes out.
Okay, thank you, caller.
Thank you.
Oh, what do you think about that? Because she came at you first, Obi.
Hey, much love to you, KK. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey, nothing but love for you. But I think that's a lot for a guy to go out 4 times a week. I mean, 4 times a month. That's once a week.
He goes to school and to work. He deserves to go and hang out with his friends, and he has a small child. He has the right to go decompress and hang out and be with his friends once a week, whether that's eating chicken wings, smoking a cigar, going bowling, or going to listen to music at a lounge.
Well, can I say, thankfully, when I was married, that we hung with other married couples, so I didn't have to worry about my wife going out with single people at all. And she did. It was not often. It was maybe once. Once. But we're gonna move on to the next, and then they in the comments going berserk. So we want to get to them, and I love it. Y'all, I appreciate y'all in the comment section, chatting with us, having a good time tonight. Hope y'all got y'all a little sip. I'm drinking water, but hope y'all got a little sip and enjoying the conversation tonight. And make sure you guys come on every week. And if you would like to be on the panel, let us know. And you got some good topics you want to talk about, let us know, because we like to talk about everything. No matter what it is, we like to come on here and talk about it and just have a good time. All right, so we're going to go into another one. This is for Obi. And for the men in the chat. This is for Obi. I guess me and Obi and the men in the chat. They say men never can stay with a woman that cheats. Is that true? Obi, first.
I don't know if that's true or not. Everybody makes a mistake. It depends on the man or not, whether he wants to forgive that woman. For me, it would be extremely hard, especially if that relationship, if that situation turned into her having sex with him. I believe in God. I go to church every Sunday, but me forgiving that person, it would be hard. I'm not saying that I couldn't do it, and I'm not saying I wouldn't do it, KK or Kyra. I'm just saying that it would be hard. It would be hard for me to forgive a person if they have sex with somebody else. Just me visually looking at that person being intimate with somebody else, it would be tough. Traumatizing, actually.
And I would say, yes, that is the statement is true. You cheat on me, you're out of there. Pew, gone. I don't want nothing else to do with you ever again in life. Because I remember I said a couple of podcasts ago, I'm already looking at you as a virgin. So therefore, you cheat on me. I'm like, oh man, you're done. So it must be with something I didn't have. Maybe I wasn't good sexually, or maybe I just wasn't tall enough, big enough. I didn't have something you like. So once you cheat on me, there's no going back. There's no. I might forgive you, depending on if one of my child's mother cheated on me. We got kids together. I got to see you, but if I have no ties with you, then we're done. It's out of there. Peace out, homie. I'm gone. I'm not backtracking. I'm not about to. I forgive you because God says forgive, but I'm not about to stay in a relationship with you. because I feel once a cheater might be always a cheater. You cheat on me once, what makes me think that you will not go back and cheat on me again? Like, why did you cheat me on me the first time? So how I know you will not do it a second time? Just my opinion. Kyra, is any guys talking about this in the chat? You want to read it out?
Having trust in my girl allows me not to be tripping about who she's going out with. That's a fact. Once a lady cheats, she's out of there and can never return. Period. Ed sounds like he's into H activities. Again, boys cheat, grown men communicate expectations and what they need. If you need to cheat, don't make the decision for me. Let me go. Cheating is non-negotiable.
Wait a minute.
The last comment was from a woman.
So wait a minute. And Sheen, I'm gonna come to you in a second. And then we're gonna flip the question for later. I got another one for you guys, ladies. What y'all mean is on some H activity?
Hey, that's some KK.
Y'all laboring me right now.
Activity.
I dressed up for y'all, looking good tonight for y'all, having a good conversation. Y'all are labeling me.
That doesn't change what comes out of your mouth.
I'm just saying,
Mr. I don't cheat and we may not be in a relationship, so you know.
I'm single right now. I'm single and out here having a good time. Don't mean I'm out here screwing everything. I'm just saying I'm having a good time. So if your man came to me often, then he's having a good time. And you might look in your eyes, Kyra or Sheena, and think like, well, the things y'all doing with these ladies is cheating. And it might have nothing to do with sexual activity. So they still might be cheating. That means they're doing sexual activities. They just still might be cheating and doing other things.
That sounds confusing. You're like, I'm out here having a good time doing anything. If your man comes with me.
I didn't say doing anything. I didn't say doing anything.
He might be doing activities too. Like, what?
Obi, what did I say? I said I'm out here chilling. That's all I said.
Chilling.
Y'all just
okay. So what is just chilling? What is that? Define
just chilling.
But then he said activities. And then if your man comes with me and does these activities.
I didn't say that. I said I'm out here chilling. And
we'll
what
run it back.
Is to me is I'm not looking for nobody. I'm not in a relationship. So somebody, if I meet a woman and she like, so what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just chilling right now. I'm just chilling. Unless she sparked my interest and I'm like, okay, you know, I want to date you. I want to take it further. But other than that, I'm telling people I'm just out here chilling. I'm just relaxing. I'm not.
Do you have any married people you hang out with?
All my friends out here is married. And no, we don't hang out like that. We have a spades night and I go to their house and they all married and I'm single. So we at someone's house. We're not going to no club, not going to no strip club. We're not going I don't even go to clubs. I get sleepy quick. I'm sleepy.
Neither do I. But now you're like putting clarifications on it. We're going to a house. We're going to Bible study. We're going to church. We're playing spades. The thing was talking about, are you hanging out with married people or are married people hanging out with single people often? Not where y'all are congregating.
Well, if it's one single and 5 married, then that's totally different from 5 single and 1 married. It's totally different. And then if I'm going, and hold on, Kyra, if I'm going to,
I agree with
you. House to play spades, like and everybody's married, and his wife is upstairs. What are we gonna do? His wife is upstairs. So
I don't know what you partake in, so I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Nothing.
So that's what me and my married friends do. We play ball together. When my foot was messed up, and then we go to somebody's house to play spades. So ain't nothing happening there. I'm saying if somebody come out with me, like come outside, but none of my friends come out with me like that. I had one friend, he took me out one time because, you know, I just got out of a relationship, but we couldn't go out often because he's married, and I wouldn't ask him to go out with me often. Kyra. And chilling again is just I'm chilling because I'm not in a relationship. I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm actually just not finding myself. That's so stupid. Men, the lady said that last week, and men don't find themselves. That I don't know why somebody would say that. She
Yes,
said
they
it last
can.
week, but I'm
That's
not.
not true.
That's relaxing.
I challenge that. I feel like men can find themselves. There can be meditation, there can be thought, there can be journaling, there can be looking back at your last year of life, finding out how you moved, how you're going to move. It can be getting in tune with yourself and finding yourself and making plans and goals for the future. What did I do last year? What am I going to do differently? What was I successful at? How can I double this money? What?
Obi, you like you want to say something? 'Cause I'm about to say something too.
Nah, I'm not gonna comment. Nah, I just don't
Hey.
see men finding themselves. Not like that.
Not like that. Me, I agree. No.
Not like that.
What is like that?
Like the way you said it.
Okay. So I have a good question then. When men say, like, because I've heard this before, they got a lot going on. What does that mean then?
They got a lot going on. It don't mean we're finding ourselves.
No, I feel
They
like that's a
chilling.
cover up or an excuse. That's what I feel like.
They chilling. They chilling.
Okay,
They
well, why you don't just say that then? You say you got a lot going on.
But
Just
having a
chilling.
lot going on is not finding myself. I'm not lost. I know who I am. I'm not lost. I'm here. I'm good. I don't have nothing to find. I'm here. You know,
But you don't necessarily have to be lost to be finding yourself. You can be trying to like get your next year plans together, like anything. That can be the same as I got a lot going on.
okay, maybe let me just find this, and then we're gonna move on. So when I'm saying I'm chilling, in my mind, I'm like, I've been through hell and high water in this last relationship. So I'm not trying to jump into nothing else right now. I'm just chilling, relaxing. I'm not finding myself. I'm not going on a navigation trip. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just relaxing. I'm trying to build a podcast up. I'm trying to build my shop with me, y'all. Stopplaying.net. It's right there in the comments. Kyra, put it in the comments. Shop with me, stopplaying.net. Support a black business. It's still Black History Month. Support me. But I'm not finding myself. I'm found. I know what I want to do. I want to build, like I said, I want to build a podcast up. I want to build my Stop Playing business up. I'm not lost. I'm just not into jumping to another relationship right now. If that makes any sense about me chilling. Thank you. Next question. Ladies, this is for the ladies in the chat, and this is for Kyra and Sheena Nicole. Ladies, why do you all forgive men who cheat? Why do you think it's easier for women to forgive than a man?
I think that for me, and someone said something in the chat that I believe that men and women are wired differently. And from depending on the depth of cheating, and it depends on who you get this definition from and what cheating is to different people. But what I've been told recently is that when a woman cheats, her mind is with someone else or has been with someone else. And she's damaged goods, is what was said in the chat. And when men cheat, I had this conversation recently with a friend. He said when a man cheats, it's more physical and sometimes sexual. And when a woman cheats, it is emotional, and that she's being emotionally fulfilled by another man. Therefore, you need to kind of end the relationship because she's already sharing herself, her heart, her emotions with another man. I challenged him and said that there are men that also cheat for emotional reasons. Not saying they need to be held or cuddled or anything like that, but there are some people that are in relationships that are married or just in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, and they don't have a safe environment. They can't share how their day was with their spouse or their partner. They don't feel heard. they can be sitting at the table eating dinner and they have a whole family full of people and they're still alone in their house with their spouse. And so for that reason, I feel like a man can emotionally cheat with another person. But at the end of the day, I think it's about like that intimacy, the mind intimacy that women give to another man that men can't handle or choose not to be forgiving of.
Kyra, I think you just went around a whole boat. Did she
I
answer
definitely didn't.
She answered the question.
Right. They keep coming for me, y'all. Next.
I just asked, why do women forgive easier than men? She went around. She went down to California, came back to Carolina, but went to Chicago with it.
Well, she answered it.
Because we're nurturing and we're forgiving.
I know.
Mhm.
That's why.
I'm just
Next
kidding.
month is Women's Month. Don't keep coming for me.
Hey y'all, so we are on here, just a crew today. We didn't get no guests today, just a crew, and we're talking about why or who cheats more. We're talking about who cheats more. I don't even think we even answered that really. Who cheats more? So she and Nicole are about to dive into this question we have, but also guys, continue to comment in the chat section. The chat section. Continue to comment. The phone lines are still open. The number is 704-891-9560. And again, don't forget, every time we hit a 200 mile mark, we're gonna be putting gonna give somebody a little gift. We're gonna be going into the comments and we're gonna grab a random person name and we're gonna be sending them a little gift every time we hit the 200 mile mark. All right, right now we have about 70 subscribers. So when we get to 200, be in the chat and we're gonna get your information and send you a gift. So let your friends, family, co-workers, your pastor, everybody come and join us and join into the conversation. Sheena Nicole, why do you think, and don't go around the block like Kyra did, why do you think it's that women, it's so easy for women to forgive a man that cheats?
So I'm going to go based off of my previous last experience that I had when I got cheated on. But it wasn't sexually. It was through text messages basically. So he was texting all of these different females. And when I caught him, his words were he was just bored, right? So in my mind, because I was in love with him, you know what I'm saying, and I wanted us to work, I forgave him and I said, okay, it's your one chance. If you do it again, then that's it. I'm done. I am a very forgiving person. I don't hold grudges, and I do believe in second chances. Unless you do some real foul stuff, then that's something totally different. But I definitely do believe in second chances, depending on the situation. And I'm just a very forgiving person, and I think women, we've been saying, we're more emotional. So we think about the fact that we love that person and all of that too. So that plays a part as well.
Let me ask a quick question before Kyra go into the comments. That's a yes or no, ladies. Do y'all think ladies are more emotional than men? That's a yes or no. I can't hear you.
Yes, that's how we're wired.
The reason I ask, I had a conversation with a friend that's female, and I don't know if she got upset, but kept saying that we get emotionally equally, and I didn't agree with that. I didn't keep going back and forth. So thank y'all. Kai, what's going on in the chat? Because we got one more question. We're gonna get out of
here. Ed, you need to go find yourself. When a man cheats, it's physical. A woman cheats, it's emotional. A man, however, becomes more emotional when a woman cheats, yet a woman is still thinking it is physical and not that he cheated because of love. And it's cheating is a deal breaker.
And I seen one more, Kyra. I seen one that says, them ain't your friends. Them sound like game night buddies. And another person said, a lot going on means that you are not in the rotation yet. I'm going to read those two. I thought they was funny. And them are my friends. Just because we don't go out to dinners and clubbing does not make them not my friends. We just rather go play basketball, lift weights, and play spades.
Those are his friends.
Them are my buddies. They're my best buddies.
They're his friends.
All right, last one, y'all. They're gonna get out of here. Last one. Hey, y'all want to call in? It's the last chance to call in. 704-891-9560. Last chance to call in. Why do you think people cheat? Is there ever a legitimate reason to cheating? And I'm gonna go with, okay, Sheena, go ahead.
People cheat for various reasons. Some people cheat because, like I just told you about my situation, they're bored. Some people cheat because they want to see if they still got it. Some people cheat because they're not receiving something at home, so they go out looking for it elsewhere. So yeah, I guess it just depends on the situation. Because people cheat for various reasons. And then the second question, what was the second question?
Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. Oh, is there a legitimate reason for cheating?
It could be. I feel like when a person is missing something, well, no, I still wouldn't say that's a legitimate reason, because that's when communication comes at hand and you talk to that person and, you express to them like, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. But if you just be like, okay, this person not giving me no attention, so I'm gonna go and look for it elsewhere, then that's when you're in the wrong. So no, I don't think there's a legitimate reason to go cheat.
I'm so glad you backpedaled. I'm about to spoil. Tell you a new one if you didn't backpedal on that.
Yes. Yes.
I had to think about it.
I'm gonna go with Kyra next and let Obi end it with us. Again, guys, thank you guys for chiming in tonight. They got last 5 minutes to call in. 704-891-9560. Who cheats more? So the question is, why do you think people cheat? And is there a legitimate reason to cheat? Go ahead, Kyra.
I think people cheat because, like we mentioned before, they're not satisfied. There's an area or a gap in their relationship that they're looking for someone outside to fill it. I think that in today's society, some people do grant cheating as permissible. An example is a male that had a surgery and that isn't able, or procedure, and isn't able to perform. I know someone that had a procedure and has challenges, and they made a statement that they would be okay with their wife being sexually gratified by someone else because they know that they're not able to do it. That's cheating at the end of the day. In that person's eyes, it's permissible because they're not able to bring that to the table, and they know that they're not able to bring it to the table.
Ooh.
Obi, what you think?
People cheat for various reasons. I'm not gonna get into why they cheat. They just cheat because they can get away with it, whatever. But I don't think cheating is right. If you got to cheat, you should leave. Especially with everything that's going on with the STDs, the drama, people shooting people over different things. Just leave. Just tell somebody you're not happy. Communicate with them if you can before you decide to cheat. But if it doesn't work, just leave. And Ed, before you close it up, I want to read the last few comments. One says, women show their emotions more, but men are emotional, but we don't know how to communicate our emotions regularly. I disagree with that, because if you have the right man is going to communicate everything with you, and he's going to over communicate like me and Ed. Shannon says there is no reason to cheat, just leave. Isha says, I took back a boyfriend after he cheated, thinking I was a problem since he cheated. So I did things to try to make the relationships better. He cheated again. So it boiled down to me trying to change him. Isha said, once again, that X definitely fit the title. Once a cheater, always a cheater. And KK, You, my girl, KK. We appreciate your comments and your engagement tonight. It said challenges and agreement. That's not cheating. That's an open relationship.
All right, there y'all have it. So I just want to say this before we button it up. Cheating, we never know who cheats more. It's always speculation. I mean, the numbers said women cheat more, but you never know. That's always subject to change. But like I think everybody said on the panel, why cheat? Just if you had to cheat, just leave the relationship.
Mhm.
You know, don't go cheating just to hold on to somebody to keep them handcuffed. Leave the relationship. Let them go and let them find happiness. But also define the relationship in the beginning. Do not believe that you guys are in a relationship and you're not. Make sure you're clear. What are we doing here? There's a difference between I'm trying to get to know you, I'm dating you with attention, or I'm just out here chilling. Make sure you define what's going on and don't be hanging around single women, ladies. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Gina Nicole, what do you want to say before we end this? Any last words?
Um, just be communicative and express yourself. If you are missing something with your significant other, speak up before you just go out there and do whatever it is that you feel you want to do.
All right, Kyra.
Thank you to everyone for logging in, all your being in the chat. Make sure you click like and subscribe, and look forward to another engaging conversation next week with us.
OB.
Great conversation, great engagement from everybody in the comments. Black men, keep it up. Continue to not cheat.
Gina Nicole, what we got going on next week?
Okay, so next week's topic is men do not like women with masculine energy. So if you would like to be on the panel, you can reach out to myself, Tashina Nicole, via Facebook, or you can reach out to Admin Chapman. If not, you can drop your comment below in the comment section.
Thank you, Sheena Nicole.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys for a great show. And like always, I love you. God loves you. Go out and don't cheat and be great on purpose. Peace out, y'all.